How'd you find me?
Jesus fucking Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
I wouldn't be in your position, you sick fuck.
Sure about that, you might want to check with Lundy. Hey, you shoot me, who'll prove your innocence?
I'm Dexter. When I got home, I discovered that the blood samples I had carefully stored had mysteriously vanished. I was completely stunned. But just then, federal agents showed up at my door. They took me away without a word, and I was prepared for whatever trial awaited me. As my colleagues watched with strange expressions, I was escorted into Agent Randy's office. On the desk there they were, my missing blood samples. These pieces of evidence were enough to get me sentenced to death 10 times over.
Explain it to us.
Trophies.
That's what I thought.
What happens now?
I know this will come as a shock to you, Morgan, but our primary suspect is someone you know well. Sergeant James Dokes.
Sergeant Dokes?
What I didn't expect was that Randy connected the Gulf Butcher to Douglas. It turns out Douglas was the one who took the blood samples. Not knowing the truth behind them, he flew abroad by himself to have the samples tested with the help of a friend. But that one action raised Randy's suspicions. Randy sent agents to search Douglas's home, and they found the blood samples in his car's trunk. Coincidentally, Douglas's father was also a butcher. All the evidence pointed to Douglas being the infamous Gulf Butcher. So not only did I avoid disaster, but I was also appointed as the chief lab technician, in charge of analyzing the blood samples. Randy even assigned a few bodyguards to me, but that just made things more complicated. To shake off their surveillance, I had to sneak out under the cover of night. As I was loading bags of corpses onto a boat, preparing to dispose of them at sea, Douglas suddenly appeared behind me. Although he had always suspected I was hiding something, he never imagined I was the terrifying Gulf Butcher. He pulled out a pair of handcuffs, telling me to put them on. But at that moment, I had no way out. I knew he wouldn't shoot me because if I died, he couldn't escape the Gulf Butcher's label.
Back the fuck off, Morgan.
Just following your lead.
Slow down.
So, I decided to lock Douglas up. Though I couldn't bring myself to kill him, I couldn't let him go either. If I wanted to protect my secret, he would have to remain my scapegoat. I had already slipped a tranquilizer into his drink. When he lost consciousness, I made sure to cover my weapon in his fingerprints. To make Douglas the perfect butcher, I carefully chose a spot and threw the weapon into the sea. Then, I waited quietly for it to be discovered.